Hello and welcome to Celtic Knitted Designs. In this video I'm going to teach you how to do the stocking stitch. This is also referred to as the stockinette stitch, and it's a combination of the knit stitch and the purl stitch. One row knit and then the next row purl. I'll also teach you how to tell which stitch you've got to do next using my Celtic Knitted Designs top tips. Let's go! Stocking stitch is a bit different from garter stitch because you do alternate rows. By that I mean you knit one row and then you purl and you follow that pattern, whereas garter stitch was knit every row. So to get started, I'm using Rico Essentials Soft Merino in iron weight. This is super soft and I use it in quite a lot of my videos because the colour shows out really great. It's a beautiful green colour. I'm also using Knit Pro Zing 4mm straight needles. These are really great because they're metal, so the stitches slide off really easily. But if you're a beginner, that can be a bit tricky. So to get started, we're going to cast on. So we've got our yarn and we're going to use the long tail method. Now to find out more about the long tail method, check on my video that is just about that because it shows it in step by step and it's super simple. So we'll start with our slip knot. Secure that onto the needle, and then we're going to cast on using the long tail method 10 stitches. And 10. Once we've put the working needle into our left hand, you can see that there's already the bumps here which suggest that we've already done a first row. This would be different, of course, if you're just using the thumb method. So to start, we're actually going to purl the first row. The reason that is because when we cast on using the long tail method, we also knitted the first row. So that's why we see these little bumps here. Now, when you see bumps when you're doing stocking stitch, that suggests that you need to purl this row. So to purl, what you need to do is bring the yarn, so the working yarn, to the front. Now, when I started to knit, that really confused me and I kept switching things about and I found it really difficult. So I'm going to try and explain it as simply as possible. So the yarn is to the front, so it's in front of the right needle. You've got your stitches in your left hand. You're going to take the right needle and you're going to put it in the base of that first stitch and you're going to bring it to the front of the left needle. So the yarn's to the front and the right needle's to the front. Now they're going to cross over like they would a knit stitch, and then you're going to wrap the yarn round the back between the two, bring it to the front, pull the right needle down whilst lifting the left up, hook it over, slide it down and slide the left needle out. And that is a purl stitch. So I'll show you that again. The working yarn's to the front. The right needle goes into the front of the base of the stitch on the left needle. They cross over. The yarn goes in between the right needle and the left, so going behind the right. It loops round. You pull the right needle down and it goes behind the left and then you slide the left out. So that's now 2 purl stitches on there. And then we're going to continue like that. So into the base, wrap the yarn round, pull it down, pull it through and slide off. Into the base, wrap the yarn round, pull it down, through and slide off. And just continue like that until you get to the end of the row. And when you get to the last stitch, same again, into the bottom, right needle to the front, yarn to the front, wrap it round, pull the right needle down, slide the left over and off. And that is a purl row. Now we're going to put the right needle into the left hand and then take the empty needle into the right. Now we're going to knit this row. You can see that this side looks a lot flatter than the purl side. I'm going to show you that in more detail as this starts to grow. So this side that's a bit flatter, we do knit stitches into. So the yarn's to the back and the right needle goes into the base of the first stitch and to the back of the left. Yarn goes round the back, in between the two needles. You slide the left up, over, and then slide the stitch off. And it's now on the right needle. And we continue like that. So the right needle goes in for the base, the yarn goes round the back, in between the two needles. We slide the left up, over, and off. So into the base, yarn goes round, in between the two needles, pull it down, up, and off. And we just continue that for the rest of the row. And then when you get to the last stitch, into the base, yarn goes round, in between, needle comes up, over, and slides off. And that's a knitted row. And then we turn it round, the working piece goes into the left hand, empty needle into the right, and then we've got these bumps again, so that means we're going to purl. So working yarn to the front, right needle goes into the base and on the front. So the right needle's to the front and the left needle's to the back, and the two are crossed over. Yarn goes in between the two, round the front, slide down and off. And we just continue to purl this row. And then we get to the end and the same. Into the front, yarn goes round, down, slide off, and then we switch hands again. So now you can see that we're getting a bit of length to it, and we can see these nice V shapes, and each of these are a stitch. Now what we want to do is whenever you see a V, you knit. So it's another knit row. So working yarn to the back, right needle goes into the base, into the back of the left, makes that cross. Yarn goes through the middle, round and off. And we knit the whole row. And the same when we get to the last stitch, into the bottom, out the back, round, down, slide, off. Now you can really see we're getting that nice typical knitted shape there. And stocking stitch is one of the most popular types of patterns when you're doing knitting. A lot of jumpers are like this and scarves. You can do anything in stocking stitch. And the main reason that it's so popular is that it grows quite quickly. Now we turn it round again, and as we can see we've got these nice bumps. And each of these are a purl stitch, each bump. So that means we are going to purl. So we just purl that whole row. Now I'm going to continue like this for another 10 rows or so, and I'll meet you there. Okay, I'm coming up to where I kind of want to think about stopping, so I'm just going to finish purling this row. And then turn it round. Okay, so there you can see we have a nice little patch of stocking stitch. We've got these lovely V shapes on this side, and on our purl side we have the little bumps. Now, the next thing I'm going to teach you to do is how to cast off. So this is cast off knitwise. So this will be when you come to the end of your garment or the end of a piece, you need to get the stitches off the needle. So opposite to casting on, and also it's sometimes called binding off in patterns. That's quite a common term. American patterns use it quite a lot. Or bind off. So what we're going to do is knit the first stitch and the second stitch. Now we've got 2 stitches on the right needle and the rest on the left. We're going to take the tip of the left needle and put it into the base of that first stitch that we knitted on the right needle. So we're going to take it down and we're going to pick it up. So what we're going to do is with my index finger on my right hand is hold that second stitch in place as I take that first stitch up and over that second and then slide it off the needle entirely. And that's one stitch cast off. And then we continue. Now in order to do a cast off, you always have to have 2 stitches on the right needle. So we knit another stitch and then we pick up that first one using the left tip of the left needle, goes into the bottom, you pick it up and then we take it over and off the top and slide out. So that's 2 stitches cast off. Knit another one, pick up that first one, up, over and off. And we continue like that for the rest of the row. Now when you get to this last stitch on your left needle, you've still got one on the right. We knit that last one like normal. Now there are no stitches on the left needle, but we still need it. So we pick up this last stitch, the second from last, pick it up, over and off. And now we have 1 stitch left. With this one, you need to just break the yarn and then use a darning needle and pass it through and secure. So we're going to cut the yarn off and then we're going to take our darning needle, sometimes called a yarn needle, and we are going to thread through this tail end that we just cut off into the eye of the needle. We're going to carefully slide it off the knitting needle and then we're just going to pass that through that last stitch, thread it through and pull to secure, and that's it. And that is our cast off edge. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to click subscribe and give us a thumbs up. If you'd like to see any other videos of top knitting tips, then leave a comment below. Thank you.